you can easily, or I can easily log in again and see you. I cannot hear you. Sorry. Apparently you cannot hear me and you cannot read me or something like that. I'm typing, I'm talking to you, but you don't answer. Hello. So I'm going to log out. Me voy a desconectar y volveré, ¿ok? No sé si no me escuchas por un problema de conexión o sea que no estás al pendiente de la computadora, que la hayas encendido y te hayas ido a otro lado, Carolina. ¿Ok? Bueno, voy y vuelvo entonces. Hello, he vuelto. Oh, hello, Carolina. How are you? I'm like really, really worried. Estaba muy preocupada. ¿Qué pasó, Carolina? ¿Cómo estás? I was really, really worried because you didn't answer to me. Okay, great. So, how was it? You turn on the computer and you leave? That's why I couldn't get an answer. Okay, great. Today we're going to start with our listening. Instead of our reading, today we're going to start with our listening, okay? So let me get together this listening. The listening is about this, says Boomerang Kid. Read advice for parents. Do you know any parents who have done these things? How to deal with boomerang kids? And we have set up for rent arrangements, refuse to lend money, don't buy clothes or personal items, remove the TV from his or her bedroom, insist she has to apply for a job every day, or insist he has to apply for a job every day, insist she has to be he has to be home by 11, or insist he has to be home by 11, set a move out date, and have a no friends and no party rule. Okay? So let's listen about this. Okay, let's start. Remember, we're going to listen it twice, okay?
Page 79. 3. Listening and Strategies. Boomerang Kids. B. Listen to two parents talk about boomerang children. Check the rules in Exercise A that Karen advises Steve to set.
How are things? Is Brittany still living with you?
Yeah, she is. But to be honest, things are difficult. There's a lot of friction at the moment.
Why am I not surprised?
I know. You've been through all this with Nick, haven't you?
Oh, yeah.
What I'm saying is, it's hard for us to talk to her right now, and it's costing us a fortune.
You know, when Nick was home after the first month, we stopped helping him out financially. We just refused to lend him money.
To tell you the truth, I'm not sure that we could do that. Her friends all get help from their parents, so...
And he had to buy his own little extras. We paid for his food, and that was all. He had to buy his own clothes and things like shampoo and everything.
Well, that sounds reasonable. The thing is, she doesn't seem very motivated right now. I don't mean that she doesn't want a job, but she seems to keep putting it off, and quite frankly, she should be sending off her resume to lots of places. Instead, she's watching movies all day.
Well, why not have a rule that says she has to apply for one job every single day? That's what we did. We just insisted. And he did. Well, except on the weekends.
Yeah? And he's got a job now, right? So it worked. That sounds like a good idea.
Right. And does she have a date to move out?
No.
That was another thing. And I have to say it was the best thing we did. We said to him, you have 6 months to get a job and to find a place to rent.
Boy, you're tough. I honestly don't know that we could ask her to leave. But in any case, you should go on TV advising parents about this stuff.
Well, I'm not saying that we wanted to throw him out of the house, but we wanted him to get on his feet. In other words, just to be independent.
I have to say, that sounds appealing.
Oh, and then when he did move out, we changed the locks.
You didn't.
We sure did. I'm not saying he's not welcome. We love to see him, and his friends, too. But what I mean is, he comes as our guest. Frankly, it's tough love, but honestly, it works.
Page 79. 3. Listening and strategies. Boomerang.
Are you ready, Carolina? Ready, okay.
Boomerang kids. B. Listen to two parents talk about boomerang children. Check the rules in Exercise A that Karen advises Steve to set.
How are things? Is Brittany still living with you?
Yeah, she is. But, to be honest, things are difficult. There's a lot of friction at the moment.
Why am I not surprised?
I know. You've been through all this with Nick, haven't you?
Oh, yeah.
What I'm saying is, it's hard for us to talk to her right now, and it's costing us a fortune.
You know, when Nick was home after the first month, we stopped helping him out financially. We just refused to lend him money.
To tell you the truth, I'm not sure that we could do that. Her friends all get help from their parents, so...
And he had to buy his own little extras. We paid for his food, and that was all. He had to buy his own clothes and things like shampoo and everything.
Well, that sounds reasonable. The thing is, she doesn't seem very motivated right now. I don't mean that she doesn't want a job, but she seems to keep putting it off, and quite frankly, she should be sending off her resume to lots of places. Instead, she's watching movies all day.
Well, why not have a rule that says she has to apply for one job every single day? That's what we did. We just insisted. And he did. Well, except on the weekends.
Yeah? And he's got a job now, right? So it worked. That sounds like a good idea.
Right. And does she have a date to move out?
No.
That was another thing. And I have to say it was the best thing we did. We said to him, you have 6 months to get a job and to find a place to rent.
Boy, you're tough. I honestly don't know that we could ask her to leave. But in any case, you should go on TV advising parents about this stuff.
Well, I'm not saying that we wanted to throw him out of the house, but we wanted him to get on his feet. In other words, just to be independent.
I have to say, that sounds appealing.
Oh, and then when he did move out, we changed the locks.
You didn't.
We sure did. I'm not saying he's not welcome. We love to see him, and his friends, too. But what I mean is, he comes as our guest. Frankly, it's tough love, but honestly, it works.
Page 79. 3. Listening and strategies. Boomerang.
Okay, Carolina, do you need to listen the audio again? Oh, who's here? Elizabeth. Welcome, Elizabeth. Good afternoon. Hello, Elizabeth. Okay, we are doing listening. I don't know if you had the opportunity to hear it. It's on page 79. Page 79. Listening strategies. Boomerang Kids says, read the advice for parents. Do you know if parents who have done these things? And then says, listen to two parents talk about boomerang children and check the rules in exercise A. These are the rules that Karen advises Steven to set. So, what you're going to do, Elizabeth, is to listen to the audio and check. Okay, so are you ready? Okay, let's go then to the audio and let's listen again. Carolina already listened to it. She already listened to it, but you can listen it as many times as you need, okay? But of course, in your text, in your test, sorry, or in your examination, you can listen as many times as you want. In this case, we should listen to it only twice, but I'm going to give you the opportunity to listen even 3 or 4 times, okay? We're going to listen 2 more times for Elizabeth.
Boomerang Kids. B. Listen to two parents talk about boomerang children. Check the rules in exercise A that Karen advises Steve to set.
How are things? Is Brittany still living with you?
Yeah, she is. But to be honest, things are difficult. There's a lot of friction at the moment.
Why am I not surprised?
I know. You've been through all this with Nick, haven't you?
Oh, yeah.
What I'm saying is, it's hard for us to talk to her right now, and it's costing us a fortune.
You know, when Nick was home after the first month, we stopped helping him out financially. We just refused to lend him money.
To tell you the truth, I'm not sure that we could do that. Her friends all get help from their parents, so...
And he had to buy his own little extras. We paid for his food, and that was all. He had to buy his own clothes and things like shampoo and everything.
Well, that sounds reasonable. The thing is, she doesn't seem very motivated right now. I don't mean that she doesn't want a job, but she seems to keep putting it off, and quite frankly, she should be sending off her resume to lots of places. Instead, she's watching movies all day.
Well, why not have a rule that says she has to apply for one job every single day? That's what we did. We just insisted. And he did. Well, except on the weekends.
Yeah? And he's got a job now, right? So it worked. That sounds like a good idea.
Right. And does she have a date to move out?
No.
That was another thing. And I have to say it was the best thing we did. We said to him, you have 6 months to get a job and to find a place to rent.
Boy, you're tough. I honestly don't know that we could ask her to leave. But in any case, you should go on TV advising parents about this stuff.
Well, I'm not saying that we wanted to throw him out of the house, but we wanted him to get on his feet. In other words, just to be independent.
I have to say, that sounds appealing.
Oh, and then when he did move out, we changed the locks.
You didn't.
We sure did. I'm not saying he's not welcome. We love to see him, and his friends, too. But what I mean is, he comes as our guest. Frankly, it's tough love, but honestly, it works.
Page 79. 3. Listening and
Okay, Carolina and Elizabeth, I'm going to play the audio. Sorry, I'm going to play the audio again. So can Elizabeth listen for a second time? Okay?
3. Listening and strategies. Boomerang kids. B. Listen to two parents talk about boomerang children. Check the rules in Exercise A that Karen advises Steve to set.
How are things? Is Brittany still living with you?
Yeah, she is. But to be honest, things are difficult. There's a lot of friction at the moment.
Why am I not surprised?
I know. You've been through all this with Nick, haven't you?
Oh, yeah.
What I'm saying is, it's hard for us to talk to her right now, and it's costing us a fortune.
You know, when Nick was home after the first month, we stopped helping him out financially. We just refused to lend him money.
To tell you the truth, I'm not sure that we could do that. Her friends all get help from their parents, so...
And he had to buy his own little extras. We paid for his food, and that was all. He had to buy his own clothes and things like shampoo and everything.
Well, that sounds reasonable. The thing is, she doesn't seem very motivated right now. I don't mean that she doesn't want a job, but she seems to keep putting it off, and quite frankly, she should be sending off her resume to lots of places. Instead, she's watching movies all day.
Well, why not have a rule that says she has to apply for one job every single day? That's what we did. We just insisted. And he did. Well, except on the weekends.
Yeah? And he's got a job now, right? So it worked. That sounds like a good idea.
Right. And does she have a date to move out?
No.
That was another thing. And I have to say it was the best thing we did. We said to him, you have 6 months to get a job and to find a place to rent.
Boy, you're tough. I honestly don't know that we could ask her to leave. But in any case, you should go on TV advising parents about this stuff.
Well, I'm not saying that we wanted to throw him out of the house, but we wanted him to get on his feet. In other words, just to be independent.
I have to say, that sounds appealing.
Oh, and then when he did move out, we changed the locks.
You didn't.
We sure did. I'm not saying he's not welcome. We love to see him, and his friends, too. But what I mean is, he comes as our guest. Frankly, it's tough love, but honestly, it works.
Page 79. 3. Listening and strategies. Boomerang kids. B.
Turn on my microphone. So, are you ready to give me the rules that these parents are setting, or that actually that Karen advises Steven to set? Type here in the chat. Type here. Type here your answers. Yes. Okay. You are going to listen the audio, and then you're going to check in your book. You are going to check in your book the rules that you listen. Karen advises Steven with his Boomerang Kit. You are going to set the ones that you listen. You see? But as you cannot show me on the board, I don't know very well, don't worry. As you cannot show me on the board your answers, I ask you to send me all the rules that you listen at, okay? Just write the rules or sentences you heard in the audio. Repeat which one? Just write the rules or sentences you heard in the audio, in the listening. That is the last thing I said. Just write the rules or sentences you heard in the audio. You are going to listen to the audio and then to write here in the chat the sentences or the rules that you heard in the audio. The last one that you say, okay, that's where, those are your answers. Okay. Elizabeth, refuse to lend money, don't buy clothes or personal items. Okay, remove the TV from her bedroom. Okay, I didn't listen that part. Insist he or she has to apply for a job every day. Yes, set a move out date. What you didn't understand, Carolina? Digo, Elizabeth. Listen, identify, and write. Listen, identify the rules, and write them here. Okay, I'm going to post here a button so you can go there and listen it all by yourself, okay? Oh, sorry. This is called call to action. This is called call to action, okay? I'm going to type it listening. Uh, it says start. Sorry, my back got went crazy. There is it. You see it here on top? Elizabeth, can you see the call to action? Oh, when the class finish. Ah, okay, okay. You can visit it right now. You just click on start and it will open the YouTube page for you, okay? It's going to be there for 2 minutes. Let's go then. Okay. Say set up a work for rent arrangement. Refuse to lend him money or lend her money. Don't buy personal items. Insist she has to apply or he has to apply for a TV. Insist she has to be at home. Set a move out date and have a no friends, no party rules. Okay? Now, let's continue with the next exercise. For the next exercise, I'm going to add or I'm going to show you this file. There is it. Okay. We are going to talk about in this class about used to and their different forms to use them. We use this expression to talk about habits or repeated actions in past, which we don't do in the present anymore. We also use it to talk about states in the past which are no longer true. For example, I used to have long hair, but now I have short hair. He used to smoke, but now he doesn't smoke. They used to live in India, but now they live in Germany. Watch out with the negative and the questions. It's use and not use. Okay, so right now you're going to give me 3 sentences that with information about yourself that you used to do. Like for example, I used to have red hair. Red hair, but now I'm blonde. I used to smoke, but I don't do that anymore. And I used to live in Santa Ana, but now I don't live in Santa Ana anymore, okay? Those are my 3 sentences. Now you do your 3 sentences. Did you understand? The instructions were clear enough, girls? Yes, no, okay. You have these 3 examples with used to. Okay, now you have to type sentences, your own sentences, Carolina, about things that were true for you, but you don't do anymore, actions in the past that you don't do anymore, or information in the past about yourself that it's no longer true. Okay? For example, I used to be a student, or I used to be a kindergarten teacher. I used to be that, but now anymore, I am not anymore that. Okay? I'm not an a kindergarten teacher anymore. I teach adults. So that's true. It was true in the past, but not in the present. Okay? Okay. I used to visit my friends when I was single. I used to go to the movies on weekends, movies in plural, on the weekends, and I used to do exercise. Very good. What about a state, Elizabeth? You used to have long hair, you used to be thin, you used to be maybe the other way around. You used to be fat and now you're thin. I used to be thin, but now I'm fat. Now I'm chubby. Okay, those are things that you used to do, but now it stays in the past. I used to be slim, but now I'm a little fat. Okay, you're a little chubby. Okay. I used to be, I used to run every morning, but not now. You used to, okay, Carolina, what else? Okay, now I need to work because I have a big family. Yes. Uh, you don't have to write that. I mean, okay, Elizabeth? You don't have to read like the opposite part or to give the explanation. This is only for you to understand that it's something that you used to to. Yes, I know it happens to me too. I used to go to parties, but not anymore. Okay, take notes because we're going to go ahead to the next exercise. Okay, it's an explanation and then an exercise and then another explanation and another exercise. Sure, you can take a picture. I mean, I usually suggest to take a screenshot. That is how is it called, a picture. Uh, but many of you ask me, how can they do that? You can't? Why? Because you don't know how to do that. But there is a key that says something like this. Well, mine says like that. It's called like that. In some computers, I found that you have to press Fn plus this key. And you can get the picture. When you do that, when you press Fn plus imp and you have to open Paint or Word and paste it. And paste it. And once you paste it, you're going to be able to see your picture or your screenshot. Yes, was I clear? Okay, let me know when you're ready. Okay, let me know when you're ready, okay? Tell me, ready, so we can continue. Ready, Elizabeth? Carolina? No? Yes, you only do that and then you have to go to Paint you have to paste it in Paint or in Word. Because it's not like, for example, like cell phones, when you can take the screenshot and it automatically save it as a picture. Now here you have to give it on on that key and then go to a place and paste it so you can see it. Okay. You did already? Very good, Carolina. Okay, let's continue then. Says, what should do with the negative and the question? It's used and not used. Did you, did you used to be a teacher? Did he used to study French? She didn't used to like chocolate. That's now. I didn't used to want to have a nice house. Note, with this used to, there is no verb be. We can say, I am used to have long hair. Okay? You cannot use it that way. Take your notes or tell me if you have a question, and then you're going to give me 3 examples of a question or a negative. Like, for example, I didn't use to drive to work. I didn't use to drive to work. I didn't use to work near home, period. And the last one, did you use to study English? Okay, those are my examples. Now give me your 3 examples. I used to play soccer when I was young. No, but now remember that we are talking about negative, or we are using negative and interrogative form. Did you used to play soccer when you were young? When you were. You were. It's you were. You were. You were young. I didn't use to play soccer when I was young. Okay? Another example, Elizabeth? Sorry, where? Okay, don't worry. Okay, Caro. Okay. I used to listen to music in the morning. In the morning, you ate the tea. In the morning, did you used to listen to music in the morning? I didn't used to listen music. Okay, don't write me the other part. You just the negative form. Just do the negative and interrogative form. Okay, you don't have to answer the question. You don't listen to me very well. Can you listen to me? Can you listen to me a little bit better? Ah, okay. Don't worry. No, I'm waiting for Carolina's examples. Carolina. Yes, Carolina. Yes, your daughter. Okay, I guess I will do what you're going to tell me. And don't worry, you just check. Yes, don't worry. Just check the video later, okay? So you can know the homework and you don't miss the class because I guess this is the last class we're going to have. I was going to ask Mr. Mario because I guess that we're about to finish, right? Well, anyways, go. Okay, don't worry. I'm staying with Elizabeth. She doesn't listen, but I really hope that she doesn't get disconnected or something. Okay? So let's continue. Let's continue, Elizabeth. Okay. Okay. To here? infinitive. We're going to continue here on would plus infinitive. We can also use would plus infinitive. This means the base form of the verb. Talk, to spend, to laugh, to go, to everything, okay? To talk about an habit or repeated action in the past, we usually use would plus infinitive in this when we are retelling a story about the past. So we can say, when I was a student, we would often go to have a drink, after class on Friday. Or when I lived in Italy, we would go to a little restaurant near our house. However, we don't use plus infinitive to talk about states in the past. So if we are talking about the past, we can say I would have long hair or I would live in Scotland. Okay, we cannot talk about states in the past. So let me open our next exercise because right now we're going to do the exercise. There is it. Okay, says make an affirmative sentence, negative sentence, or question used to plus infinitive. Okay, you can do. We're going to work. No, Elizabeth. Okay, wait, wait. I am going to open it as a. Okay, sorry. Let me mend this. There is it. Let me open it as a picture. Yeah, last time I opened it as a picture and it was cool for you, right? It was better. Okay, we're not going to make a lot of exercises or a lot of sentences. We're just going to make one or two. No, or six. There is it. Okay, I'm going to cut it and upload it here to the platform so you can open it, or so I can open it to share it with you. The good thing is that I can upload them like, you see, a lot better. Excellent. Write me your answers then here in the chat as soon as you answer them. Okay, answer 1 to 6. Be careful when you have not and when you have a question mark because it implies that you have to use another form. Okay, Elizabeth? Very good. Okay, I'm going to change the page just a little bit, Elizabeth, so Carolina can take a picture of the information. Carolina, tell me when you're ready so I can go to the exercise with Elizabeth. Okay? Ready. Excellent. There you are, Elizabeth. Continue. Sorry. I'm telling you that you're hungry today. You're eating letters. In last exercise, you also ate a tea, I guess. You're hungry today, Elizabeth. Okay, we're going to continue to the next exercise. Sorry, to the next explanation. Elizabeth, your sentences were right, except for that letter that I know it's something that when we use a keyboard, we sometimes we don't put a letter or we don't write a letter, but that's okay. Okay, we use G. Oh, sorry, we use to plus verb ing to talk about things which feel normal for us or things that we're accustomed to. I'm used to getting up early, so I don't mind doing it. Getting up early is normal for me. It's what I usually do. My daughter is used to eating to eating lunch at 9. So she was grumpy yesterday when she didn't eat until 1. Note that we make the negative of or the question with verb be in the normal way the used to doesn't change. Lucy isn't used to staying up late, so she's very tired today. Are your children used used to walking a lot? Okay, there. You can take notes, Elizabeth, if you want, or Caro. Just let me know when you finish so we can go to the next exercise. Okay, Carolina, you can take a screenshot. Just let me know when you finish. Elizabeth, you too, just let me know when you finish. Ah, okay, sorry. Esperamos. Ah, okay, girls, don't worry. I know it's kind of difficult for all of us. Okay, let's continue then. Let's continue. We can also use the use plus the noun. Remember, a noun is Francisco, etc. Okay? Which has the same meaning. Any subject. I live in the UK almost all my life, so I used to rain. Rain is normal. That is the noun. That football team always lose, so they're used to disappointment. In this case, disappointment is our noun. We can put the verb be into any tense, so we can talk about things in the past or in the future as well as the present using this expression. It was difficult when I first started university because I wasn't used to the amount of work we had to do. Soon I'll be used to driving in London and I won't be so frightened. Okay? Do you have any questions here or so far? Or we can go to the exercise. Remember, use plus noun. You don't understand the last sentence. Soon I'll be used to driving in London. Oh, okay, is explaining you that you can turn be into any tense. Remember that be it's am, are, and is. Okay? That it's in present tense. But in past, be is, be is, was, were. You see? In future, be is, will be. That's why you have soon I will be used to driving in London. It's telling you that you can use in this particular exercise you can use it in any way. Yes, es will. El will te convierte a now Spanish. Will turns into future any verb. For example, will play, will be, will study, and it's future. You're talking in future. The will, we use it to We use it. We use it to transform into future. What? Say in Spanish. Ah, because the Spanish blurred out of me. Like we said in Spanish, se me salió. Okay, sorry. I'm not supposed to, or I'm supposed not to speak to you in Spanish. I'm not allowed to speak to you in Spanish. Okay. Ready to go to our exercise? Let me know when you're ready so we can go to our exercise. Take notes. If you have any other question, go ahead and ask me. Okay. There is it. Is that good, Elizabeth? Yes. Okay, very good. Okay. Verb, sorry, verb be. But it's like the phonetic form, verb be. Okay, ready? Ready to our exercise? To do our exercise, there is it. Okay. Ready, ready. Okay, excellent. Sorry. Okay, we were here. That's it. Okay, this is only a small part that we were forgetting, or I was forgetting. We can use it the chance of not normal to normal. We can also use this any tense. Okay? We're going to talk about some situation that it's not normal, but it becomes somewhat normal for us. Don't worry if your new job is hard at first, you'll get used to it. It wasn't normal, it was hard, but now it's normal. You get used to it. Or it will get used it will get normal, right? You'll get used to it. It took me a while, but I got used to speaking another language every day. One more time. It wasn't normal for her or for him, but now it is normal. It took me a few months to get used to living in Japan. At first, everything seemed very different, but then gradually it became normal for me. Take your notes and let me know when you're ready. Or if you are ready now, just let me know. Ready, girls? Okay, you're ready. Let's go now to our exercise. Here we go. Okay, says instructions. If it's possible, make a sentence with would plus your infinitive. If it's not possible, use used to infinitive. Okay? Remember, sometimes it's not possible. Okay, sorry. I'm going to give you sentences. Caro, 1, 2, 3, so we can do it faster. Okay, what? Caro, 1, 2, 3, and Elizabeth, 3 to 6. Okay, go ahead. No, sorry, Elizabeth, 4 to 6, because number 3, it's Carolina. Okay. Okay, number one. When I was a teenager, I used to have short hair. Or the other way around. I used to have short hair when I was a teenager. Both would be okay. Very good. Number two. Number two. When I was a student, we would go to the same little cafe. We will go the same to the same little cafe for lunch every day. Number three. She used to love playing badminton before she hurt her shoulder. Very good. Number four. He used to talk along. Yes, my micro is open. I was wondering, am I talking? But I see my microphone is on. Okay. He used to talk or to walk? To walk probably, right? Used to walk. Used to walk every evening before bed. Well, it could work, but you can also use with would, okay? He would, he would use to walk. No, sorry. He would walk along the beach, etc. Okay. Next one. I used to always lose when I play chess with my father. That was with would too. I would always lose when I played chess with my father. Number five. I would always lose. That happened to me always in domino with my dad or cards. Number six, she used to be able to dance very well. Great, excellent. Very good, girls. Do your corrections and let's go to our very last activity. Let's go to our last activity. Our last activity is the reading. Says getting along and we have A. House rules. Okay, let me know when you're ready to do the reading, okay? Very good. girls, let me know when you're ready, okay? So we can do a reading. Hello, Elizabeth, Caro, are you still there? Ah, okay. What are house rules? Why do people have them? Think of one rule, then read the article. Is your rule mentioned? I know you were. I was expecting you to tell me, Miss, I'm ready, so I can tell you the instructions, and you can give me a house rule that you have, and then we can read the article. But well, read the article and complete the expressions in the questions with word from the article. Okay. 1 to 6 to Carolina for Caro, and 7 to 12 for Elizabeth. Okay? You have to complete the questions. We already did this, right? I mean, I usually work with this, so I tend to have like deja vu's when with now and then with the topics. But if you did it already, you already did this activity? Elizabeth, I guess this was the first activity we did, right? But don't, I would like to repeat it. Okay, yeah. I guess it was only you and me. I guess it was only you and me, Elizabeth. That's why Carolina doesn't remember it. Because it was the very first class that we did this. Yes, no, Carolina, you weren't in the class. It was only Elizabeth in the class at that time. It was when we were beginning. But go ahead, do it. Don't worry, Carolina. Okay? Yeah, it was in the very first class. Okay? Write your answers here in the chat. Sorry, girl. Excuse me. Yes. Or Elizabeth. Yes, go. Deliver it to me in WhatsApp later on because we're about to finish the class. It's only 5 minutes more. Okay. Don't worry, Elizabeth. You're welcome. How often have friends over? Very good. Number 2, keep running out of a cash? Very good. Number 3, ever wake up anyone up? Very good. Number 4, put off doing chores? Very good. Number 5, go over your bills and always give things back. Excellent, Carolina. Excellent, Carolina. Well, Carolina, that would be all for today, for today's class. Do you have any doubts so far? can you please send me the audio that you... Okay, let me send it. Okay. Let me send it. Uh-oh. Okay, I closed something that it wasn't. I'm opening the YouTube, okay? Sometimes it takes its time to... Boomerang Kids. Okay, there you are. That is the audio for Boomerang Kids. There is it. Okay, ready, Carolina? As soon as you copy the link and you tell me, okay, Miss, I'm ready to go. See you later. I'll be closing in the class, okay? Okay. You're welcome. You too, Carolina. Have a nice weekend. Goodbye.